So, why do I use an iPhone 5S in 2022? Well, there are a few reasons which I will explain in this video. But before I get into that, I just want to ask you to please subscribe to my channel. I post new tech reviews every week, and the best way to stay on top of all the latest reviews is to subscribe. There's no cost on your behalf, no obligation, but every time someone subscribes, it really helps my channel grow. So please click on that little red square in the bottom right corner. Thank you so much. Now, the iPhone 5S was first released in 2013, and at that time, it was very popular. It was praised for being very sleek, and people loved that it had Touch ID. It was such a hit that Apple manufactured the 5S for 3 years. If you look online for a used cell phone, the 5S is very easy to find. Now, some things you should keep in mind before buying a used 5S. This phone is archaic in terms of cell phone years. At 9 years old, it is ancient. And that's very important to keep in mind. For a phone that old, the performance is just not going to be as good as a more recent phone. And the 5S reached its end of life a while ago, so it no longer receives iOS updates. So if you bought one, you can't get updates, and that could lead to major issues. The 5S actually had 6 major updates in its life cycle. Now, if you are okay with owning a phone that no longer receives updates, feel free to get one. But this would be a drawback for many people. I do find that I have to charge my 5S every day or every other day, even though I am only a casual user. I am sure this is connected to the age of the battery. The good news is that replacement batteries are quite cheap and simple to install. When you compare the display of the 5S to current cell phones, it looks tiny. But despite this, the display still looks really good. It's very bright with very vivid colors. So it is a much smaller phone, which could seem very strange to someone who is used to larger phones. If a smaller phone is exactly what you are looking for, the iPhone 5S is about as small as they get. It does have Bluetooth 4.0, which is good enough to work with any current Bluetooth device. It supports 2G, 3G, and 4G networks. And for email and web browsing and general use, it works fine. The camera is good, although not nearly as good as today's dual and triple lens systems. And the iPhone 5S came with 3 storage options: 16GB, 32GB, and 64GB. So, why do I still use an iPhone 5S? Well, as I mentioned earlier, I'm really only a casual cell phone user. I'm not a typical person who is on their cell phone hours and hours a day. I use it to check my email, my social media, to send an occasional text message, to receive a text message, and maybe once in a while make a phone call. But really, that's it. I may be on my cell phone probably less than an hour every day, so I'm a very casual user. Having said that, the iPhone 5S is more than sufficient for my needs. Again, I can't receive updates. It's an outdated phone, but I like it because it's very sleek and it does everything that I need it to. And maybe sometime down the road I will upgrade, but for now, the iPhone 5S fills all my needs. Thank you for watching. I hope you can join us again next time. Please, as always, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, give us a thumbs up. We'd love to hear from you. I hope you can join us again next time. Take care. Bye-bye.